So, you don't know about Hytale, or maybe you do know about Hytale, but want to know a bit more. Perhaps you've heard rumours here and there, watched videos, or even read different things about the upcoming block game, but need a video to summarise it all, everything we know so far, and luckily, that's the plan with this one. Welcome back to Kweebec Corner. My name is Connor, and today in the Hytale Development Circle, we cover 100 things you need to know about Hytale. And no, I didn't say that wrong. This video is actually being made in collaboration with Canadian Flash. We each have 50 things you either need to know or must know about the game before it launches. Obviously, the difference there being very clear. So let's get started. Number 1. Hytale is a sandbox-style RPG with survival elements, integrated modding tools, and customizable multiplayer servers. The game is expected to launch in 2021 after the team stated they aim for the game to be playable by everyone at some point during that year. This came after a trailer releasing right at the end of 2018, and fans pushing for news on a release date or window of some kind ever since. 2. Hytale's announcement trailer is up there with the highest viewed gaming trailers of all time, sitting at a wealthy 56 million views at the time of recording. It rivals that of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Angry Birds, Assassin's Creed Unity, Pokemon Go, Sony's Spider-Man, and even a Fortnite gameplay trailer. 3. There will be a public Hytale Beta before launch. You can sign up for this on the website, and this will most likely be the only way you can gain access to the beta. 4. There's more than just the trailer. Hytale has released countless blog posts, images, teaser gameplay footage, and work-in-progress concepts to keep you excited, with new information releasing at the end of each month. 5. The game is being developed by Hypixel Studios in partnership with Riot Games. Hypixel is of course the well-known brand behind the largest Minecraft minigame server to date, and made popular the automation of minigames. 6. The team are of course working to transfer some of their most popular minigames over to the multiplayer Hytale servers. These minigame renditions will include classics such as Skywars, Bed Wars, and Hunger Games, and will be hosted on an official network of servers run by the team at launch. 7. Along with minigames, there will be an adventure mode which allows for worlds that can be single player or multiplayer. 8. Adventure mode is set on a planet called Orbis, a world in strife and chaos. 9. There will be playable races. So far we know primarily of humans, but elves have also been teased at. 10. The story will see you face off against the evil antagonist Varin and his dark forces that are corrupting the various zones of the world. 11. The game is a cross between RPG and sandbox survival elements, so aims to capture many classic features like questing, spellcasting, and of course dragons, whilst balancing aspects such as mining, herbalism, and building. Resource management meets World of Warcraft. Number 12. The game is aiming for an age rating of T for teen, so is suited for ages 13 and up. It will most likely contain violence, but with minimal gore. It's yet to be seen how far they will push suggestive themes and crude humour, but the team is definitely mature enough to make the right decisions. 13. Hytale is only planned for release on PC and Mac. This is the team's main priority, but they've stated that they will consider exploring more possibilities eventually. 14. Just before the announcement trailer, Hypixel Studios actually raised $7 million in angel funding in a deal led by main contributor Riot Games, who later went on to acquire the company in a partnership that was publicly announced. Going forward, Riot will help support the game both financially and managerially, guiding the younger team through their first official title. The advisory group consists of Dennis Fong, an American businessman and retired professional of all-time #1 games such as Quake and Doom, Rob Pardo, former chief creative officer at Blizzard Entertainment, and Peter Levine, an engineering executive and venture capitalist right out of Silicon Valley. 16. You'll be able to reserve your username before launch. There will be a name reservation service that the team is currently trying to figure out and implement, ensuring that they will consider content creators and the like. 17. Hytale runs on a proprietary custom-built engine, meaning they built it from the ground up. This is because they couldn't find any off-the-shelf engines that were suitable for their high-end block game vision. 18. Unlike the all-too-often compared Minecraft, Hytale will not allow you to just punch a tree. In fact, as a statement to players in order to subvert any expectations, punching a tree will actually harm you, requiring an axe to chop, with it then actually falling to the ground, experiencing the effects of gravity. Number 19. Your player can not only dual-wield items in both hands, they can also customize a radial wheel for quicker switching. There is also a slot and wheel for consumables such as food and potions. 20. When you spawn in game, you will appear in either Zone 1, roughly in the middle of your starting area, Zone 2 towards the south, or Zone 3 towards the north. None of the three will need to be progressed through in sequential order. In fact, the first three zones each contain content at multiple tiers of difficulty, along with scaled resources and rewards, meaning you can start in any of the three and travel between them as you progress. 21. Zones are not biomes. In fact, zones are made up of several biomes that all relate in similar climates and conditions. Zone 2, for example, has savannas, desert wastelands, bug-infested pits, rocky canyon regions, and even patches of oasis. 22. We of course know of other zones. We've seen Zone 4's fiery wastes and overgrown jungle depths, but Zone 5's lightning and Zone 6's void theme areas remain to be fully revealed. We also know that the main zones that contain all of the game's story will be surrounded by a deep ocean biome. Beyond this is what's known as the Farlands, where the world will infinitely generate outwards. How exactly is still unknown. 23. It is still also unknown how much Hytale will cost, or if it will even cost at all. We know that server creators will be able to monetize in-game content, but we've yet to see if we will need to buy an in-game currency, pay for cosmetic clothing and skin items, or purchase emotes. 24. Crafting recipes can be discovered throughout the world, hidden in structures or in loot chests. These crafting recipes give your character the knowledge to create more items as you collect them over time. It won't just be a case of knowing how to make the items. 25. Weapons have a variety of categories, as well as armor, allowing for free-range class specialization with no talent trees or limitations. Swords, two-handed swords, axes, maces, daggers, warhammers, spears, clubs, bows, crossbows, staffs, spellbooks, all allowing for a varied playstyle and replayability, of course. 26. There are modular workbenches and stations to create, from a regular crafting station to an anvil and forge, weapons holders, an alchemy table, cooking stations, and even farming wagons. 27. To combat abuse, the team will not permit modifications to the client itself, but with the amount of freedom you are provided with the toolset they offer, there will be no need. Every aspect of the game will be customizable, from damage values, animation framing, models, weather, to time of day, combat mechanics, and many, many more things. Hytale aims to empower the community with the idea of many new worlds being created over time. 28. Hytale was made with creators in mind and includes a wide collection of tools allowing for filmmaking, in-game scripting, and even block building. Features considered specifically for in-game image capturing, machinima making, altering code on the spot, even brushes that can paint the world and add pre-built schematics. 29. Dynamic mobs inhabit the world. Many have variations, baby versions, and behaviors that are integral to immersion within the game. Saber-toothed tigers will stalk and hunt their antelope prey. Rabbits will come steal carrots from your farm, while foxes will chase them away. Birds also land unless you use a scarecrow, and packs of animals will wander while scouting parties of more intelligent beings will react to those same creatures. 30. Want to know some of the mobs the game has to offer? Well, currently we know of well over 100, including giant snow yetis, dragons, goblins, dinosaurs, undead hordes, bears, crocodiles, horses, birds like woodpeckers, robins, and owls, many types of fish, sharks, eels, rumors of a giant squid, rats, frogs, fireflies, and even flies that rotate around poop. 31. Inhabiting each zone are set factions whom you will spend adventure mode trying to increase your reputation with in order to better your standing and develop a friendly relationship. The sentient tree Kweebecs, the sand fox Ferens, possibly fauns, and even elves. But there are also darker forces like the raiding Trork parties, hive-minded Scarrix, and even the corrupted Outlander humans. 32. The team has developed over 7,000 prefabs or generated structures, coded into a family system that generates tiered difficulty levels for each schematic. These partly random, partly planned areas will appear around your map with enemies, loot, and even potential portals leading to further mysteries. 33. Speaking of, portal dungeons are a thing that will exist scattered around the world. These act as gateways that require a specific criteria to unlock. Entering it will teleport you to special encounters with custom rules and terrain. You could be limited to what you can do or what blocks you can break, causing you to think on your feet and overcome challenges using outside-the-box methods. 34. Many crops can be planted and harvested in-game. Cultivation in Hytale is a lot more complex, similar to Stardew Valley, requiring water, fertilizer, scarecrows to keep birds away, and even locations may factor into how well your grub grows. If you don't want them to rot, harvesting at the optimal time and then preparing into a fine meal will be the solution. 35. Hytale's social media posts seem to hint at seasonal events in-game. While we don't know if there will be definitive seasons, we know many games work with real-time events to update and include special items. Hytale appears to be no different, highlighting 4 key events: Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, and Halloween. 36. With such a wide world to explore, travel will be necessary. At ground level, we have walking sticks that may improve your speed across rough terrain, minecarts and boats for underground and water travel, even hot air balloons and mechanical wings for flight. And is that a jetpack? Along with portals, it's safe to say that we won't need to worry too often about getting from place to place. 37. A large variety of character customization options awaits the player at launch, with diversity and many genres considered carefully. While no evidence suggests that you will be able to customize your own skin entirely, pixel by pixel, that could always be a planned feature, and it will most likely be possible in server customization. Of course, it may be that this will be one way that the studio monetizes the game, which many community members have expressed positivity with. 38. Players will be able to run their own adventure servers. They can launch their own minigames and much more. When your client connects to one of these community servers with a custom version of the game, a handshake process transfers files, data, sounds, models, animations, and everything else via download to the client. This means you won't need to externally install anything before connecting to those modded servers. 39. Connecting to your friends will be simple. Friends lists will allow players to message one another and even join quickly into each other's servers. Custom emotes will also allow for easy communication regardless of language barrier. 40. Hytale's client is written in C# to benefit performance, but will be closed to direct modification as stated earlier. Servers will be run on Java and be shared source, so can be modified. Many systems such as NPC behaviors also use JSON scripts to simplify the process. 41. Selecting multiplayer will bring you to a wide server browser with a filtering system. Besides listing Hytale's official servers, there will also be lists for public servers. These can be further filtered into minigame or adventure servers with server avatars and descriptions and lots of helpful information. There will also be a greylist and blacklist for servers that don't abide by specific guidelines set out by the team. 42. Versatility is kept in mind with computer specs. The game hopes to cater to both high-end and low-end devices. While official minimum specs will be released closer to launch, the team have stated that the game runs on low-end integrated laptop GPUs with default view distance. The team is well aware of the lower-end computer market, but will be providing extensive graphic options for more powerful setups. 43. Hytale's immersive sounds will provide a much more nuanced atmosphere during gameplay, with air whooshing when you fall, the pitter-patter of raindrops, tweeting of birds as you venture through the forests, and even cool underwater filters. Combined with lighting mechanics such as real-time shadows, water effects, bloom, and sunshaft, the experience is looking to be a fruitful one. 44. Now, you may think that Hypixel's Minecraft server is being overshadowed a bit by Hytale, but you wouldn't be further from the truth. With their new automated take on Skyblock having hit record numbers, and their player count still peaking each week, the server are also expanding the team and maintaining stability as they take steps towards the future. 45. From one of the game's first ever blog posts, we see that the planet of Orbis is just one of many Ultiverses. Fan rumors assume that this could be other planets, pocket dimensions, or even future expansions that could build on the game's lore. The team themselves have stated that their plan for Hytale spans much longer than that of launch, seeing the lifespan of the game more akin to 5 to 10 years rather than 5 to 10 months, like a lot of large titles these days. 46. Obviously, Hytale is promising a lot, and of course to meet demands, the team is expanding heavily, from 40 members to 62, with 22 new job roles going up just over the last month, from designers to producers to developers, even a financial manager, so make sure to get your CVs in now. 47. The team plans to launch the game with a ready-to-go model maker attached completely for free. This workshop will provide users the tool to create and customize their own mobs and entities while collaborating at the exact same time, seeing live updates from one another's work. 48. Hytale will come with its own atmospheric and original soundtrack being composed by Thomas Frick, with many of the pieces already being uploaded to YouTube as we approach launch. 49. You can keep up to date yourself with all the information regarding Hytale by following each of their social media accounts, which can be found here. And if you want to look out for what the team is saying, you can always follow Noxy, Buttercat, Thomas, and a few others on Twitter. 50. You should really jump in now because the community has already started forming. From model rigs to animations and astonishing art pieces, there are also even dedicated Hytale YouTube channels and Discord servers. so lots to be getting on with. And obviously with such an amazing community of artists and creatives, I'm more excited than ever to begin covering this game when it does release. But we're not done there. In fact, you can go and check out 50 more things you need to know about Hytale on Canadian Flash's channel, which is linked in the description. With all 100, you'll be fully equipped to dive right into the Hytale community and get hyped with the rest of us. Just before you leave, also consider commenting down below with any other sorts of videos you'd like to see on the channel. And of course, a like goes a really long way. Follow me on Twitter at Kweebec Corner and join the Discord server, which is now 2,000 members strong and filled with avid Hytale enthusiasts. As always, thank you for watching Kweebec Corner, stay safe and keep free. Hey guys, just a note, 90% of people that watch my videos do not consider subscribing, so perhaps you should consider subscribing and maybe, just maybe, that will mean you've subscribed.